button.
That should come on pretty soon.
There we go. Welcome to Mind Hops.
Let's hit it. There
With great beer and even better conversations.
Hey, Mind Hops just started streaming.
Welcome to Mind Hops.
Sounds even
The
crisper than ever
podcast with
before.
more dad jokes than you can shake an angry fist at.
Sweet Lord, Martha, it's one of those bags again.
Don't step on it, Ted.
It's poop again. I'll get you damn tips for this.
Broadcasting around the world from Ocala, Florida. Here are your hosts, Trenton Summers and Jack Brennan.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Mind Hops. 52?
It's 51.
51.
So technically next week's, I mean, it's been a year. But,
Yeah.
Let me turn this off.
Yep.
All right.
It's hitting pretty hard.
It's been a year now. If you've listened the entire time, thank you. If you haven't, fuck you. I'm kidding. Thank you for listening at all. But
We're still cool with Germany. They haven't done anything egregious.
So I noticed tonight. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. I can't really hear myself too hot. I think my headset's probably just low. Anyways, we noticed I can reach it if I need to. Our second episode was named St. Patrick's Day Superheroes.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. And
sorry, I'm pouring this like an
man, you
asshole.
really gave that thing a head.
I did. I haven't even. Yeah. Big head. Which there's a trick that you actually showed me, and also another friend of the show. That's the oil off your nose, right?
Yeah, the oil off your nose.
It'll actually
soak up
disintegrate the head a little bit.
But we're not going to count this as the year episode. We'll wait for 52. So next week will be our year special, I guess. I don't know what we're going to do for a special just yet, but we'll figure it out.
Get something. Yeah,
we have a week to do it now.
Yeah.
But welcome to episode 51 of Mind Hops, everybody.
Yeah, welcome.
We're going to chug a liter of beer today. And
That's what we're preparing. Yeah,
not going to be.
It's not going to be fun, but
it's not going to be my favorite thing.
It's not going to be. I'm not going to be breaking any records, but I will.
I might.
I will finish it.
We'll see.
I've been drinking some of that Mountain Dew seltzer today.
Oh my goodness, man!
Yeah.
I actually like it a lot.
I don't mind it. I think a lot of people had higher expectations because everyone that I've talked to who has not liked it has basically been like, "Well, it's not bad, but I just expected it to be better."
Have you had it warm?
No,
it does not taste good warm.
Yeah,
it's better cold.
Yeah, that might be the situation. But I mean, Mountain Dew's better cold too. You know, like you think you would drink it cold.
You know what I heard sometime is Coke was made, I think, way back in like the 20s before we had refrigerators and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Pepsi was made a little bit later, like in the 50s when we had refrigeration.
Oh. Yeah.
So if you were to drink a Pepsi cold and a Coke warm, they would actually taste more similar.
Interesting.
Because they're both modeled to be the same drink.
Wow.
I heard that somewhere. I haven't tested it.
That's fascinating.
So
yeah, we got a liter here, which is 3
he's got regular
beers.
I
got Yingling. Yeah,
Yingling Flight. You
It's
know
got the Flight. I'm going heavy.
I feel like we're not drinking an Irish beer, but there's really no light Irish beer. Like I wouldn't want to chug a Guinness.
The bottles are green, so
yeah, I wouldn't want to chug a liter of Guinness. That's for sure.
Oh God, no. Yeah, you'd be in hospital. I think. I don't know. Probably not, but
I don't know. I like Guinness. I just chugging
that's
it
heavy.
wouldn't be
heavy beer.
Yeah, exactly.
A liter of Guinness.
That's probably more. I wonder if they would post us for that.
Yeah.
I think we'd kind of earn that one.
Guinness is more expensive than gas now.
But Yingling it's America's first brewery. It was made by a German immigrant.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's closer to Ireland than
yeah.
I guess
we got to represent.
We would be with Bush
America.
or something, right?
Yeah. Bush. Yeah.
Bush is made in America by an American. So.
Yeah. True. I think he was a president a couple times.
Also, if you guys don't notice, I have a festive St. Patrick's Day sweater.
I just for that guy, if he tunes in, if you want to see my design, it's just our Mind Hops
just
shirt,
as cool,
which is pretty dope.
I'm standing for the chug, by the way. I can't sit down and chug a liter.
That's understandable.
There's no way, man.
That's understandable. Are we gonna, so when are we gonna do the chug? We're gonna start off.
I say, do you want to start with the chug?
We'll go like maybe a topic or two, and then
I say let's go a topic or two. Let these warm up a little bit because I don't want to chug a liter of cold beer.
Yeah, that could be bad. I mean, it's gonna be bad either way. But
all right,
you know.
So we'll start with a pretty good topic. One of my favorites for the week.
All right.
So we all know who Mike Tyson is.
Yeah,
And
I would hope so.
we all know like CBD, THC, weed, stuff like that. It's becoming more normalized in the U.S. Every day, pretty much. States are legalizing it here and there.
Right.
And Mike Tyson has his own CBD weed company, and he has actually released a snack, and they're called Mike Bites.
Oh,
and
man.
as we all know, Mike in fact does bite.
Yeah.
So these gummies are
The
shaped
snack
like
that bites
ears,
back.
though. They're shaped like ears with like the corner bitten off.
That's funny. Wow.
And I'm just wondering, like, do you think Evander Holyfield is,
cringing right now, or
do you
like
think
thinking he should get a piece of the
funny,
profit?
or do you think he's like pissed about it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I wonder if he's commented.
I haven't seen any interviews with him in a long time. I know Mike has changed quite a bit over the years.
Yeah,
like you see it in more recent interviews, he's much more like humble, and he's talked about his experimentation with hallucinogens, and not that that's what that is, but I've seen
interviews. Been hallucinated every time he hit the canvas.
Yeah.
Every time someone punched him.
His ego is definitely not as what it used to be. But he talks about, there's some interesting interviews about him talking about like, that's what drove him. He wouldn't have been so successful if he didn't have the ego he had and thought he was the best in the world. And
for sure. And I think confidence comes into everything in our life. For sure, really,
it does. But
if you think you're crap, you're probably going to function like crap.
But I mean, he'll even say he kind of got to the point where it's just a little ridiculous.
Well, like he's retired now. He's an older dude. He's got the face tattoo. I mean,
true.
But he's at a point where he doesn't need it anymore. He doesn't need that ego.
Well, he's had an awakening, so he doesn't see
and a mikening.
Yeah, mikening. But he seems like a cool guy. So it seems like he's mellowed out.
If another celebrity was to make like a CBD company, what
would their shapes be?
What would their gummy be, or their candy? What do you think? Can you think of any of them? What
like
if they had
maybe like lips or
Kardashian
an ass or something? I don't know.
I'm sure there's CBD penises out there.
That's too obvious.
Maybe
that's
even CBD
obvious.
boobs. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I'm sure. Yeah. Bachelorette parties.
I've never smoked weed or done anything like that.
Yeah.
So like they're not really for me, but I am curious.
Yeah. I've never smoked the weed. I don't know. Like, what about who's somebody that's known for having like a big nose?
Yep, they have breast cancer awareness CBD gummies.
Yeah,
they're boobs.
They're boobs, of course.
They're boobs.
Boobs.
No, wait, no, they're not. No, they're just like the regular fruit slice shapes.
Oh, okay. That's more respectable then.
Yeah,
it's not lewd at all.
No, they don't have any boobs actually.
I'm sure somewhere in a store you can find them. They might not be advertised online, but
CBD gummies safe for breastfeeding. That baby's gonna be high. Baby's gonna get the munchies.
Yeah. Just be gulping down.
Really?
Non-stop cycle.
What about like a cup for 2 girls, 1 cup?
Ooh. A CBD cup?
It's just an
edible cup
gummy. No, it's a cup gummy.
Oh, I thought you meant like that's they're used for the device. I don't know. That's interesting.
Or you could do like Elon Musk. If he started one, they'd be like rockets.
Rockets, maybe.
Rocket gummies.
What would not Bill Nye?
Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
I was thinking of Bill Gates. I thought I said Bill Nye for some reason.
Bill Gates.
Bill Nye would have like an atom or something, like science.
That would be cool. An atom CBD gummy. I think that would actually be pretty neat.
And maybe have the different strains of the CBD like on each one, intertwining. Have 2 different ones.
I don't know. I mean, Bezos would just be like the Amazon symbol. He's not really known for anything else.
It would be a dead warehouse employee, like on the ground.
Alec Baldwin would have a gun.
Yeah. It'd be like, it's not loaded. It doesn't have any.
There's no CBD in it. There's no CBD in
this gummy. It's not on the dosage, but it's like gets you the highest you've ever been in your life. It's like an ungodly amount.
Oh man.
It's like, this is the virgin ones. There's just a gummy.
We actually have a friend who had never done acid before.
Yeah.
And was given a free tab of acid one time. And he still didn't do it. He did not do it. He gave it off to another friend who did
for him.
Acid and that and stuff.
I don't know if I would ever do acid.
Well, no, he gave it to him for free. And he said first timers shouldn't have to pay. And so he gave it over to our other buddy.
Yeah.
This guy took it.
Free sample.
And apparently this was triple dosed. Like, imagine, I've never done acid, but I've seen people under the influence of acid.
I've heard stories of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it seems
holy
scary.
shit. Could you imagine your first time on acid is like a triple dose of it?
I can't imagine just a regular dose of it.
He probably would have died.
I don't know. Like, I still think it's crazy that this is a well-known thing. I think we talked about it before on the show, but like how Jimi Hendrix would ingest, like he would put acid sheets in his headband and stuff.
I did not know this.
Well, yeah,
maybe I was really drunk at the end of this episode.
Yeah, he would put like, so acid can also go through your skin, so when you sweat and stuff too, and he would put like sheets on his headband. Like he was like on acid, like,
and this is back in like the 70s too.
In the
so
70s,
like this stuff isn't like, there's no science to it.
Yeah, he was like doing it at his concerts, and the guy was like an amazing guitarist. And it's like, it's crazy to think he was so good at. How could you be so good at something and be so fucked up at the same time? You know, like it's almost like
he practiced high too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's like I was gonna say, like, imagine if he was, how good he'd be if he wasn't high.
He got
probably,
more better.
He probably
more
did.
better. He got better as he got more high.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, they do say certain drugs are like help with creativity. You know, I don't know about the science behind that and stuff, but I mean, it kind of makes
drugs
sense
for like 80% of their songs.
Yeah, because a lot of the times when you're in an altered state of mind, even drunk, like you have different thoughts.
I think I'm funnier.
You have different filters in your head. You might go. I mean, it's not necessarily a different you. It's just like a
less restricted
you. Yeah, you're reaching. So I imagine other drugs will probably do that. Yeah. The unchained you, Jack Unchained.
So what other celebrities do we have that have had goofy things go on lately? That
like
we can
products or just
goofy things in general happen. Products maybe.
Yeah, celebrities always endorse like the weirdest things. You know, I'm trying to think of some right off the top of my head. Like you got like Chuck Norris, like the Bowflex. Like I don't think I don't know if that was he owned that, but he was like notorious for doing endorse those commercials.
You know who Sean Evans is, right?
Yeah.
He's the hot ones.
That one's like a match made in heaven, though. Wing
CBD gummies, and they were like hot. You remember the hot gushers, the sweet gushers?
Oh, that would be awesome. What if it was like that? But
they were sweet. He was CBD in them.
Yeah,
we just came up with $1 million idea for hot ones,
and that could be like the end of the middle of his thing. He'd add into the show, and that'd be like another level of like. I wonder if anyone's done that yet with the show, because like you said, they have to. I'm so surprised fucking Seth Rogen doesn't have a show where he's doing that. You know.
Really?
Like you're eating edibles as you go through, like each level. It's like a higher one.
It's like the last one is this huge fucking brownie, just packed with like you can see the strands in the brownie because it's so strong.
So strong. From what I understand from edibles, though, the thing about them is like they don't always hit immediately. Yeah, they have different timing and people that react differently. So that'd be really interesting.
The longest interview ever.
It could be like the longest interview ever. It could be the shortest one. Like within 10 minutes, they could be like super high and like you're not even be able to formulate sentences.
Really though.
But I like that the hot CBD. I'll be about that.
I think that's a cool idea.
I think so too. That's pretty cool.
So, what if like Ewan McGregor came out with one and it was a lightsaber?
A lightsaber. Yeah.
I'm really excited for Obi-Wan, by the way. So
yeah,
that was kind of a segue into that. Obi-Wan looks cool to me. I'm excited.
Yeah, I haven't seen much about it, but I've heard about it for a while now. People are super stoked. So where does it take place in the timeline? Like with him? Do you know?
No idea. Anakin's still Anakin though. He's not Darth Vader. So it's before that.
Interesting. So they're building up to that part.
I guess so. I don't know. I haven't researched it too much. I've just seen a couple trailers and it looks really damn good.
That's cool. I hope they go past that because I feel like that's a territory that we don't see as much in the movies. Like from Anakin, like in the movies, it's like we just see him right where he gets fucked. Kid,
yeah. Then he's an adult and then he's
deformed Darth Vader. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, you see him like where he was and then it jumps right to Darth Vader. I like to see him like after that. Yeah. Like when he's still a teenager, but he's got his cybernetics and all that, you know.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like right after he's still a young Darth Vader, I guess you could say.
Well, they had to put him in the suit to keep him alive. So right after he burned, he was already Darth Vader. Yeah,
but I would like to see that. Like not Darth Vader 40 years later when he's like the old man with the egg-shaped head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But he doesn't take the helmet off ever. So he'd still be like Darth Vader.
He can, but it's usually like in the chamber. He goes in that chamber. You ever see you've seen the movies, but like it's been a long time since I've seen the movies, but I remember reading about this because I played like I think it was like Jedi Unleashed.
The Force Awakens?
Huh?
Was it The Force Awakens?
It might have been The Force Awakens.
Those aren't canon, buddy.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Force Awakens. I don't remember.
Knights of the Old Republic?
It's in the movie, the original trilogy. You see him go in a bacta chamber and his helmet comes off. You just don't see him.
Okay.
And he takes it's in like the original first 3 movies. There's a scene where he's, I think it's called Bacta Chamber.
I'm going to go ahead and rewatch them soon because I don't remember them at all. So,
you know what?
We're not going to watch Star Wars on stream, Trenton.
I'm going to bring up that scene. I don't care. I'm going to make sure I'm not just imagining this. Vader Bacta Tank. I think it's called Bacta Tank.
I'm not going to sit here and carry the show because you want to go ahead and YouTube.
We're doing it.
Star Wars clips.
There's 45 minutes.
Silence right here.
Yes.
You get 45 minutes.
Yeah, there's a 45 minutes.
I just said no.
I think it just. I think
That's it. I'm leaving the show, man.
Listen, you want to get factual about things here.
I wasn't even arguing that.
You said it wasn't.
You argued with yourself and then looked it up.
That's not canon.
You fucking argued with yourself.
All right.
Because you're not sure you remember it.
So this is from Rogue One, but there was actually a scene in the originals. Is Rogue One canon or no?
Yes.
Okay. But I think
it's one of the Disney movies.
I think there is a scene.
It took place before A New Hope. It's how they got the Death Star plans.
I'm pretty sure there's a scene in the original movies where he does this, but you can see. I'll skip ahead. Talking to him, bullshitting with this guy. Okay, so he came up to him after he was leaving the Bacta tank, but anyway, you can look it up. I won't keep boring you guys with this, but that's what it is. Like, if you read about it and you see the movies, like that's his one area that he can decompress. He can take his suit off. And
he just chills. He pulls out a martini
because it's like he's in a life-sustaining tank type situation room where he doesn't need his equipment on. So
I understand. He has someone in there. It has been such a bad day.
Yeah, because I remember when I first saw the movies. I remember seeing that scene and you see his helmet come off, but you don't actually see his face at that point. You just see like from the behind. You're like, what the fuck?
You see that thickness.
Yeah. Well, you don't see that either, but you're hoping for the thickness, but they make you wait for that till the very end. And you see him and you're like, what? I don't know about you, but I was disappointed when I saw him without his helmet. I was like, but not as disappointed as when I saw Kylo Ren without his helmet.
It was literally just Adam Driver.
Yeah. Well,
I like Adam Driver. I do.
I didn't really know him before that movie, but I was just like,
Adam Driver is a good actor. I like him.
Why would you take? But he's not a cool looking guy. Like you don't see him. He's not
they didn't do anything to augment him at all. You know,
I feel like they had a robotic face or something.
Yeah, if he attacked Luke, I'm sure Luke would have done some damage, you know?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like, I don't think he just gets out of that scot-free.
That whole character was disappointing. It could have been really cool. I thought the lightsaber was a cool idea. Here we are talking about Disney again and Star Wars. Kind of like our second episode, I think, or first episode, maybe.
Both of them, all of them.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going back to our year long
next
legacy.
up is a Zelda topic.
Yeah. That didn't come till later, I think. That was like episode 4, probably.
Something around there.
Yeah. The Disney was the original. And we even talked about it back then. We're like, man, we keep talking about Disney every episode.
What the fuck?
We got to stop talking about
Disney. We're better than
Disney.
that now.
Yeah.
We're professional podcasters here.
Yeah.
So let's move on then.
Yeah.
Let's retire from this.
Let's retire the Bacta tank. Let's go to the Bacta tank and remove our Disney equipment that we have on.
I don't think equipment was the word you were looking for.
I don't know.
We were tainted.
Yeah.
I can't think of the word either.
The things that are holding us back. Restraints. Yeah.
So Tom Brady retired.
Okay.
Last week. Psych. He's fucking back. Apparently. So
you can just do that.
I don't know. I don't know. He's Tom Brady, so he can do it.
He's like, I'm gonna retire, and then like the next week, just kidding.
I don't know where the rules lie on that. But
how old is this man?
49. 49.
That's pretty old for
a professional football.
Football, right? What's the average? We still look up the average age of a professional football player.
Like when they retire.
Yeah.
All right. Tom Brady's 44.
Okay, so you put a few years on him.
football players retire 35 is the average age.
Wow.
So he's a quarterback too, though.
He's well past his prime,
But
though.
you gotta take it. He's a quarterback.
Yeah.
He's not like
He's not Nickelback.
he's not a lineman. It was a dumb fucking joke. Get out of here.
He's not 50 Cent.
He's not a lineman getting slammed into by 300-pound guys every play. You know.
Yeah.
He's in the back. He gets sacked here and there, but he doesn't get hit nearly as much as the other guys. So
Okay. Still.
No,
A
still
lot
44
older.
is really
Yeah.
old. He's not the oldest, by the way. I think the oldest was 49, actually. I think that's where I got that number.
What does he play for the 49ers?
I don't fucking stop with the dumbass jokes, man. These are terrible.
Listen, I can hit with the dad jokes as well.
No, you
Come on.
cannot.
Yes, I can. There's no rules. Disney hasn't put any rules in place.
Now you're talking about Disney, bro. What are you doing to the
I
show?
don't know. I'm just
Willy-nilly.
willy-nilly. Willie Nelson. He should have an edible.
Oh, God. Would it be a guitar? His hair?
His hair. Maybe
His hair.
ponytails. A beard. Oh, Cheech and Chong.
But yeah, so the Tom Brady news is funny to me because someone bought his last touchdown ball
Yeah.
for like
I saw something about that.
$500,000. I've
Yeah.
seen so many memes
And
on
I didn't quite get it because I didn't know that
He's
what
coming
the
back.
situation was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have guessed it.
What
but
if he doesn't score another touchdown now that he's
What if he
back?
comes back?
And it remains his last touchdown?
What if he comes back, scores one touchdown, and then retires again?
just to fuck that
Yeah.
person over?
And then the guy's like, "What if he buys that one?" He's like, "I gotta buy this one."
He
now.
goes, now I own both
Yeah.
of them. And then Tom Brady comes back
Yeah.
again.
He's like, "You motherfucker! You can't keep doing this to me, Tom Brady."
They can't keep getting away with this.
He's just like, "This guy's bankrolling my kid's college. Not that he needs it, but you know,
Well, Tom Brady doesn't get paid for the ball, I don't think.
maybe he does.
He doesn't own the ball.
We
The
don't
NFL,
know.
what do you mean?
He might
We
be
don't know.
He might get a cut of this. We don't know
Why would he get a cut of it?
Who knows? Who knows the back house deals and that they have with
What
these?
the fuck are you talking
businesses.
about?
I don't
Tom
know.
Brady touched the ball. He owns half of it now. What do you mean? No, that's not how it works. The NFL
I don't
owns the
know.
fucking ball.
Who knows? Who pays Tom Brady?
The fucking Patriot or Bucks now.
Yeah, but it's part of the NFL.
They aren't funded by the NFL though.
This is kind of pointless. Or what
You're
we're
wrong.
rambling about.
I'm wrong. It's pointless now.
It was a joke, and then you kind of went too factual with it.
How is it a joke?
Like him quitting and coming back and making money off
That
of it.
was a
that's the
joke. And then you said
Yes.
that someone was paying for his kid's college.
That's the joke. He's getting
off of
money
the
off
football
of the
that
football.
he makes no money off of.
Okay. Do you have any more topics? Because this is
I
going
have plenty
nowhere.
of fucking topics.
Okay, let's carry on then. What?
Are you that mad about being wrong?
I'm not mad. It was literally a joke. Yes, he doesn't get paid by the NFL. It was a silly joke. Okay. I'm sorry that my jokes are not up to par with you.
They're not hitting tonight. No.
Okay, it's fine. What next?
Let's chug some beer.
Let's chug some beer,
we
yeah.
need
I
something
agree.
friendly to happen.
I
This is getting
agree.
too hostile.
This is getting way too hostile. All right, we gotta just check. We
by
gotta-
the way, let me tease the next topic real quick because this is going to take a minute. The next topic, Jonah Hill was like, I can't think of the word now. He's been recorded as cussing the most in movies.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill and Samuel L. Jackson said that is some bullshit. Literally,
I
straight
would
up.
think so, unless they're. I don't know. That's
I don't know who would beat Jonah Hill. It makes sense because Jonah Hill goes like on ramblings, like in Superbad.
But is it really fair to just count? Are we counting? I
Okay,
guess
let's start-
any amount of in one movie. You could say 1 million cuss words in one movie.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to add the movie. Like Samuel L. Jackson's been in way more movies than he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I think the quantity of movies that he cusses in. Let's chug this.
You're really fucking confusing me right there.
No, I'm saying. I'm saying.
We'll talk about it after the chug. Let's do the chug.
All right,
Are you
let's
ready?
chug. Yep. Let's chug.
2, 1. All right, wait, I gotta
Try not to like dump this on my laptop.
Yeah, for real. All right, do my best here. God damn it.
Oh, by the way, after chugging beer, I don't think our conversation is going to get more intelligent, but
Oh, holy shit. I've done that twice, and I can't do it again, man. I got like a beer and a half out of it.
Yeah. Hey, we got another viewer right now, though.
What's up, viewer? You came at the right time for silence while we chug. I'm in fucking pain. Last to finish takes a shot.
That's not fair.
Too bad. This is mine house.
It'll be 151.
Deal.
The rum shit.
It'll be 3 howls.
No, nope. I will not agree to
Then
that.
you better fucking win.
Nope. If I gotta drink 3 howls, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, we really needed this cool down 5 minutes here.
Yeah, I hope we can hear my gulping sounds.
They did.
That'll be
definitely got that one in there.
that'll keep the
Holy
Germans
shit, man.
and Spotify land.
Guys, I swear,
You put a dent in it. You killed it.
I've chugged this thing like fully like 2 or 3 times, and I just cannot do it again for my life. It fucking sucks.
It does.
My stomach just tried the air bubble,
I
bro.
do.
Beer fest. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go for round 2 here. Happy St.
Did you finish it?
No.
Oh, I thought you finished it. All right, for you audio only listeners, we're both failing and we're trying and failing horribly, chugging a liter.
Yeah.
But we are going to get the liter done. It's just not going to be
in one go.
Or in a finite amount of time, but it'll be done. That's in the next 2 minutes, probably.
Wisps of Sass, thank you for the shirt compliment. I made this. Well,
That is pretty
there
awesome
used to be
shirt.
a lot more stickers on it here, but they all fell off sadly. So
You had a pretty awesome Christmas sweater too. That was
this is the Christmas sweater.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Christmas sweater, missing stickers. Oh man, my stomach is mad at me, bro. Holy shit.
Wisp of Sass. Ask him some more questions. I don't want to do the shot of disgusting vodka. I think I will definitely upchuck if I end up.
I'm about to. I'm fucked. No. Let's go.
All right.
You got me.
You don't have to do it right now.
He got me by
We'll
just
put
a
it on
little
them.
bit.
On the agenda. Ooh, that was a lot of beer.
Yeah.
My stomach is definitely full right now. And I don't remember what we were talking about before.
Samuel L. Jackson and Joe.
Oh yeah. So
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
happy
everybody.
St. Patrick's Day. I think that did you just do a ooh woo?
No. Just,
Okay. Yeah, I need to let a little gas out here because I'm like, oh man, my stomach is full right now. You good?
I'm trying to pick up a sticker. I got it.
Good job. Good job. What I was going to say is I think quantity of cuss words in movies is more important than just the quantity in one movie. Like, to give you an example, say me and you made a movie with, remember your
We're not making a movie together, Trent. That's gay.
remember your buddy that came on, we did the horror movie questions, which we should go back to that at some point.
I agree.
He makes a lot of like little indie movies, right? Like we say like B movies and stuff.
Yeah. He
Say-
makes like short films and
Short
stuff
films
like
and
that.
stuff. So they are movies. I mean, you can't say that they're not. I mean, you can't say that just because a movie's a AAA movie, I'm not denigrating that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But say we made a movie and he was involved. He produced a movie, short film. And the script was, I said the F word 1,000 times in the movie.
Yeah.
In one movie.
Yes.
we could do that and be like, well, Trenton said the most curse words. You know what I mean? Like, because he has been in a lot of like Seth Rogen movies and stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, he curses a lot.
Yeah, like Superbad and 21 Jump Street,
and
War
I mean,
Dogs.
as far as like quantity, yeah, he if you count the individual curse words, he might be ahead. But I think Samuel Jackson, like, he's notorious. He's been in like every movie, you know, like he's been in so many movies.
Yeah.
And almost all of his characters in the movies curse a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Agreed.
and it might not be, he might not say the F word 1,000 times in one movie, like
Jonah Hill.
But I still think, I feel
fuck.
like he should still have a little bit more, like he should be the, you know, have more credit with that.
Well, I mean, then that just comes down to Samuel
how
Jackson being a better actor, a more popular pick for a lot of roles and stuff like that.
Maybe not even just better. I mean, he's older too. He's more experienced.
Yeah,
he's been around longer,
No,
so he's done a lot more stuff.
For
right?
sure, yeah.
So I don't know. I guess we're being a little. I think I'm analyzing this a little too hard because they probably just took like as many F words or curse words.
Cuss words that they have said in the movies, like they have just counted it.
I will tell you, like, if you talk to most people, like Samuel Jackson is definitely more well known for being like, for one, for being in like a lot of movies,
motherfucker.
Yeah, and for two, for saying curse words in every movie. It might be not as many, but definitely like all of his characters. No, even like in commercials and stuff, it's like he's the same person. You know what I mean? Kind of like Nicolas Cage. Like you've seen Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he's typecast.
He's typecast. He's like, it's Nicolas Cage in every movie. It's like he might be trying to get the Declaration of Independence, but it's like that's still Nicolas Cage. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
he's very dissimilar. You know?
Yeah. There's some actors you can see in different roles, and you just don't recognize them as that actor.
Yeah, they're very transformative in their
I think
stuff.
Like, and I know this is kind of a weird segue. Damn, but
yeah,
Tom Holland said if he's playing Spider-Man in his 30s, then he made a mistake.
Yeah,
and I like Tom Holland is my favorite Spider-Man personally. I think he was great for the role. I think he's a great actor.
Yeah,
and I think they've done a really good job with him.
I think he's very likable.
But now that we're having this conversation, like that kind of brings that back to me, and I kind of understand what he's saying.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to be. Oh, that's the actor that played Spider-Man. You know.
Yeah,
he wants to be. That's Tom Holland. That's what
he doesn't want to have to be known for that one specific thing.
Yeah.
You know, someone who,
and that's just an example. I'm not trying to like segue into that topic, but like that's just an example that I kind of get like what you're saying here.
There's a character, a person that just died recently. I gotta look up his name. I think it's William Hurt.
Yeah,
he just died recently.
I know who you're talking about,
and I'm pretty sure
he died 2 days ago.
He's one of those actors that is like pretty crazy, like as far as like not being typecast. Like you'll see him in like, I mean, he was an older. I think he died. I don't know. It's probably in his 70s.
How much did he cuss?
I don't know. But I have seen him in a couple different like handful of movies, and he's so, I wouldn't say good at acting, but just transformative in his work, where it's like he can play somebody totally different. And there's been movies where I'm like, because his name isn't super familiar with me, but I'll be like, I'd recognize the face or the voice or something. I'd be like, I don't know his name exactly, but I'm like, then I look it up on IMDb.
I think it is William Hurt.
I think it might be him, but that's a pretty impressive to where it's like you can be in multiple movies and maybe, I don't know,
people don't.
He's not as well known
as another character.
as yeah, exactly. But you can camouflage yourself as someone totally different. And you're like, damn, that was William Hurt. Like something was familiar about him, but you weren't sure. And then you look on IMDb and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, he was in this movie, and this movie, and this movie, and all those movies were like way different. You know what I mean? Like
that's like Matthew Lillard's good about that. He's not as big, but he.
Yeah, I think if I was an actor, like even like someone like Johnny Depp, nowadays you might not think that because a lot of people probably know him from like the Pirates movies,
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, but if you look at like his filmography, like he's been in like I think like Friday the 13th was one of his first movies. Yeah. He's been in a lot of movies like Sleepy Hollow.
Wait. Friday the 13th for Johnny Depp?
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. He was the kid that got pulled into the bed.
Dude,
you're right.
The
You're
blender,
right.
bro.
Yeah.
The fountain.
But
yeah, you threw me off for a second. I was like, was he in both? I was like, no.
He wasn't.
And the only reason I know that is because I'd never seen the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Yeah.
And this Halloween, I actually went through about 4 of them out of fucking 8, apparently.
I think we actually talked about this
I think we
around
did.
Halloween. You'd seen the one with him, and that I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if you might not have known he was in it, or you might have.
I didn't
we
know
had
it
the
was
conversation.
him. And then I told
But
my parents the next day. I watched it, like,
yes.
oh, the one with Johnny Depp. I'm like,
Yes,
Johnny
and that,
Depp.
Isn't that amazing when you see like older movies too, and you see somebody that is way more famous now, and you know him from something else, and you're like, I didn't recognize them at first as who they were.
Well, he was
like,
a teenager in that movie, so that's a little bit different.
He looked different, but it's so weird when you look at the movies from the 80s and 90s, and you see people that were like teenagers, and I think it's because of the era that they grew up in. But I think a lot of the actors were in their 20s or 30s playing teenagers.
Yeah.
But all the, like when I grew up and I was watching those movies, because I watched a lot of older movies even when I was like in high school, I would see them like smoking cigarettes and stuff, and they always looked more mature than me. And I was always like, man, teenagers like back in the day were like more like adult, like it just seemed like they're more mature
now we
and
have
older.
like fucking Zoomers on TikTok, and they're like doing Fortnite.
Yeah, but I think it was also because of the fact that the actors playing the kids were like 10 or 20 years older than the age that they were playing in the movies.
Yeah.
But I remember going to high school and seeing like Grease or something, for example, like John Travolta and stuff, and they're like fucking smoking cigarettes and driving cars and stuff.
John
when I was in high
Travolta
school.
right down the road.
Yeah, and I'm like, this isn't like my high school at all. Like they're kids don't look anything like him for one. And
that's just movies trying to sell.
It is, but when you're younger, you don't realize the Hollywood of stuff, and you look at stuff and you're like, this doesn't what's wrong with my generation? I kept thinking like something wrong with my generation. My generation is just not cool, or they're not manly. Like they're just like
lame generation.
There's a bunch of neck beards and you compare yourself to movies, and now obviously I realize, but
they take stereotypes, because if you look into movies, like a lot of the stereotypes they have in high school movies and stuff like that, they exist, just not to the extent
they're
in real life.
Definitely
they take
amplified.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is.
But it also, I think there is a level, because at the same time, I'm a little bit older than you, a little bit. But I think you probably agree with this if you talk to your parents, your dad or whatever. Like back in the day, things were a lot different. Like kids were, I don't know. I don't want to say the world was safer, because it was less reported on. It was less reported on for sure. I think that maybe is probably more accurate than there's less information.
When I say that, I think it's funny when we say it's less reported on. I think that shows we see more that goes wrong, but it also causes more to go wrong too at the same time. Yeah. I think it's simultaneous.
I think the fact that we have such easy access to the internet,
information that we want,
that people are more aware of things like that.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna slide back here and grab an actual light real quick.
But
do you want anything?
No, I'm good for right now. But what I was gonna say is I'll keep talking. I'll elaborate. I remember talking to my parents and my grandparents, and back in their day, it was very common for kids, even 13 or 14, to kind of hang out by themselves, walk home from school. Another common thing was, everybody left their doors unlocked. They didn't worry about, and that might be a Southern thing, the whole leaving your doors unlocked.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Well,
my parents are all from New Jersey. All my parents.
Yeah. Well, I think it might be a more Southern thing, but I've heard that quite a bit. But we're talking way back in the day. And there's been notorious serial killers throughout the ages. The Night Stalker was one that would go through and kill people in their sleep and stuff. But even in the time period where the Night Stalker was, it was kind of unheard of for people to lock up in that area or whatever. But I think that is more of a Southern thing and kind of a country thing where it's like, you trust your neighbor. You don't really.
Or you're out in the fucking woods, you know?
Yeah, that
Like,
too.
there's no people out there. Maybe a bear, but the bear's not going to turn a door handle.
But yeah, exactly. But I think things have definitely changed, and you see that in the movies too. You see those like older movies, and it's like they're doing shit that like teenagers are doing shit that it's exaggerated for the time period, but also like not even like nowadays.
You would never
do that. You never.
And that comes along with like, enhanced security and shit like that too.
But it also I mean, I'm sure there's bad parents nowadays too that still
there's
do
always
that.
been bad parents.
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm talking about, like as a general, like everybody kind of, I don't know, looked at things differently at that time period. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like that bad parent that did that here or there, but like in the 70s, like it was common for like, let them walk home from school or take the bus.
Oh, you're like implying that's a bad parent.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad parent, but it was a different time period. Everyone had a different outlook on life. They weren't as uptight about things, and they didn't crime did.
Well, I don't want to say crime. Have your kid call you, when they get off the bus or anything.
You couldn't, and I don't want to say that crime, because a lot of times you talk to older people, and they say that crime was not the way it is now. People weren't the way they are now. I don't want to say that because I don't know if that's accurate. Like we talked about, like maybe it just wasn't. People just didn't realize as much easily as they do now. But I do think that things were way more relaxed. People had to grow up older or younger, like, and that might be also a Southern thing too. Like I remember talking to my grandma, and she grew up in Alabama, and like my great grandparents and stuff, and like when they were 12 or 13, they learned how to drive a car or like drive a big tractor to like before they got their license, but they needed to do chores and they had to get things taken care of. So that's that would be crazy nowadays to have a kid on a farm, some farm equipment, like a 13-year-old like driving a big.
I wouldn't say that's crazy, but it is less common now for sure.
It would be very uncommon because like
I've met some people
CPS would be out there and they'd be like, "What are you doing? Like, you can't have this kid on this tractor, But like, that comes with more regulation and more information too.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff just doesn't happen as much anymore.
I think it depends on location a lot too.
Probably,
because if you're out on a farm and your kids, like, that's private property.
Yeah, I guess, but I still feel like I don't know.
I don't think
the world is different than it was like.
Are you 60?
In the 70s.
The world is different. I can't handle it.
No, it is. I mean, I'm halfway
no, it is
there.
Definitely. The world's different from when I was born. I was born back in '98.
But it's just weird.
And we're talking, we have like a family computer room. Like there's one computer in one room.
Yes.
We all share it. Now I'm 23, and
everybody's got smartphones and laptops, and
so
yes,
100%. The world, it changes every 10 years for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
know if I like it. I don't know. I feel like an old man to say, I don't know if I like it, but it's like there's good and bad. It's like I feel like every year like technology gets better and like it heightens the goodness, and the badness keeps it keeps like going to the next level. You know what I mean? Like you have more cyber terrorism and like people hacking and breaking into people's houses and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you have like this amazingness of just like, oh, I just tap my card on the screen and it's good to go. Like there's a lot of awesome, but the awesome just keeps going, scaling up with the not awesome.
I'm glad
kind of scary
that I live now than living in like the 80s, honestly.
Yeah. Why? Just because of technology and stuff.
It's so
Zelda.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been Smash back in the 80s.
You could have played Zelda though. The OG.
Yeah, Zelda was out then.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
those games
happy.
are pretty dope.
I think there's like the only thing I can think of is I think that there was probably more opportunities in the 80s
for sure
than there is now. But I mean, I'm a pretty motivated person. I feel like I can drag my way through there. So I'm kind of happy I have the conveniences of technology we have.
It's hard to say too, because you would have had a different. I mean, obviously, if you grew up in the 80s, you would have a totally different mindset of you have now. You would have a different appreciation for certain things too. Mm-hmm. But I can see what you can look back to the 80s and right now and see what you have. And,
My dad made a funny observation one time. We were watching Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yeah.
And that movie's made back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want you to like notice there's no cell phones in this movie. It's
Yeah.
based in the future.
Yeah.
And there's no cell phones.
No cell phones.
Like he just walks up to like a panel like on the street and he makes like
Yeah.
a FaceTime call on the panel. It's like, why doesn't he just have like,
Yeah.
like one of those in his pocket?
Yeah.
And we're thinking like back
like-
in the 80s, they could have done that with special effects. They could have 100%,
Yeah. They didn't think about
They weren't like,
But
people
Star
are going to
Trek-
have
Star Trek had,
FaceTime
like,
in their
the-
pocket.
some sort of thing like that. I think. Yeah.
You had to go up to like the deck, didn't you? Or did they have like
they
a phone?
had like a
Oh, they had a handheld.
yeah.
Okay,
It, was
I
like, it
didn't
looked
watch
like
Star Trek.
it looked like a flip phone.
We went from Star Wars to Star Trek. Now, what the fuck?
I really haven't watched Star Trek either, but I've seen so many like fucking
Clips and stuff.
horrible IGN like articles or things like on the internet that says like, yeah, Star Trek knew about even the Simpsons. There's so many. I don't know if you've seen like the things that the Simpsons have
They
predicted. Yeah, there's so
honestly,
many.
The Simpsons are kind of crazy.
It is. It's
is.
weird. It is weird. I mean, if you look at it, like Trump being president, I mean, I don't want to go to this rabbit hole, but there's a
it's
lot.
more nuances than specifics here and there.
Yeah,
But
the
some of the specifics they do get,
they
kinda
are
like,
pretty
holy crap.
pretty on point. You gotta look at it. You're like, you think Simpsons is one of the gotta be one. Of, I don't know if it's the longest running
It
animated
is.
series. It is.
It's the longest running series.
Really.
Yes.
So it's been going for a very long time. So they're putting lots of content out there. So you got to figure there's got to be stuff that is eventually gonna mesh with what's going on. But like you said, there are some things that are just too specific to be like, well, that just was coincidental.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I think some of it is coincidental. I haven't looked at it all, but I think some of it is also like,
Holy shit.
what the fuck? Yeah.
No, Matt Groening is he's something else. I'll tell you that. I would like to meet him sometime.
He's an interesting guy.
Maybe we should message him. Try to get him on here.
Maybe that'd be cool. So
I'll talk to him about Futurama.
I was gonna say, what's going on with that right now? So
it's in development.
it's in development.
Yeah, John DiMaggio.
He's on board.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Bender Gate's over.
Gate's over.
Everything's cool. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm super excited
too. I've always liked that show.
Futurama is my favorite adult cartoon.
Yeah.
Hands down. I think Family Guy is too.
I might agree with you. Well, yeah, I think so because Family Guy and between what's his name? Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
He's done Family Guy. He's done
American Dad, Cleveland Show.
Yeah, of those, I think probably American Dad was probably my favorite.
I like Family Guy the most, but I think Family Guy is too mature.
But to be fair, like of those three that he's done of adult cartoons, none of them have been like my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just so repetitive. I remember watching them growing up, but I think Futurama I agree, of all of his projects and probably all of adult cartoons is probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Adult cartoon.
I think Simpsons is overplayed.
Interesting.
I love South Park because they don't fucking pull punches. They
They
not.
don't, yeah.
They will roast anybody. Isaac Hayes, the guy who played Chef.
Yeah, I remember
what
that whole
happened?
the Scientology thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was pissed about it.
Yeah.
So they took his
I
past
respect
recordings
that. Yeah.
because he would not come back.
Yeah.
And they made an episode where they literally killed him. And they fucking like roasted the shit out of him.
Yeah. I remember that.
Bro, it was messed up.
It was,
But
but
it was funny.
yeah.
And that's one thing I respect about South Park a lot.
You gotta
And
respect
you know
that
what's
they go
funny is
for
we
it,
were talking about the cussing earlier.
Yeah.
When someone was going to say shit on TV, they did an episode right before that show came out, and they said shit over 100 times.
Yeah.
And they had a counter up in the top corner of the episode. Yes.
No shit.
100%. And
wow.
I love that about them.
Yeah.
But just like Family Guy, I think they
just got
they fall
old.
victim to
The
low-hanging
same-
fruit jokes.
Yes.
And a little bit of immaturity.
Yeah.
And
See,
I think Futurama is a really good balance between the two.
I think it is too, because it's like it's not super intelligent humor, but it's a little bit more intelligent humor.
Mhm.
I feel like
you got to think about it a little bit at least.
yeah.
You know,
Because I remember when I used to play at a home poker game all the time, and they had a little TV out on the back on a little patio porch. It was like every week we played. That's where I watched Family Guy because that was always on like back there. And then like I would see the crowd, you know, is like a lot of rednecks and stuff. My uncle, I love my uncle and stuff. and they'd be laughing at, you know, a lot of low hanging fruit jokes, like you said. But then, like, I would just get so burned out because they have a lot of the similar gimmicks, you know, like the skit that goes on for like way too long, you know, that's their whole thing. Like, it's like, oh, I hit my knee, and it goes on for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's like,
and to me, it's funny, but it's immature.
It is.
You know, let's say
I'm
that
not saying
goes
I'm
in.
like
If it was like,
yeah.
you know, like give it 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But he did it for like 2-3 minutes. I mean,
but then it's
come
like
on.
it's been going on for like a long time too. I've seen the same stuff. To me, even as I think I was like 17 at the time, I was just like,
and it just kind of makes it feel a
it's
little
old.
bit lazy.
It does feel lazy too. It's the flashbacks. It's always like the similar, you know, setup. And Futurama has always been good.
You know what's funny about South Park too is every episode they make, it's in a week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They crank those out
in a week
for sure.
And that's why
that
it's
makes them so
focused
topical.
on current events.
Yes,
and I think
exactly.
that is amazing.
It really is. It's incredible that they can put all that together, even though it's like pretty. I mean, it's pretty. You know. Yeah. It's not.
Iffy.
It's
like,
iffy. Yeah. But
I can't say I love South Park, but I
you
really
respect
appreciate.
that
what
they can be
do.
so topical.
But Futurama has taken the cake. Simpsons has just gone on for too long. It's just not funny anymore.
No, I haven't. I remember watching Simpsons when I was a kid. I remember watching when I was in
I've
elementary
Simpsons since I was
school,
born,
middle
man.
school.
Simpsons is 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
Dude. Have you been on the ride at Universal?
Actually, yeah.
I like it. It's a lot of
It's
fun.
not bad. Let me see is it 1989? When was the first Simpsons?
It was actually
it was a short on a TV series. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just kind of made it into a series.
Yeah, but I want to see when it was initially created.
It's 36 years old, 37 years old now.
1989, 32.
32,
which is the year I was born. Yeah, I'm looking at the IMDb. It says TV. Well, the TV series goes from 1989 to line. It doesn't have no end yet, but yeah, I don't know if that includes the short or not. But that's like the actual TV series started in 1989.
Yeah.
So that's 32 years. Yeah.
Damn, dude. Talk about overplayed.
Yeah, for sure. Futurama was 1999, so 10 years
they
after.
got canceled twice now.
Yeah, but if you look at their IMDb, it goes from 1999 to 2023.
Because they're just starting up.
Yeah.
In 2023 again.
Yeah.
But they've
had gaps in between.
What do they have? 8 seasons? Is it 10?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it doesn't say on there.
Not off like the no, not.
Well, I will tell
easily.
you what. I am super excited, and I hope Hulu doesn't pull any plugs. I hope they don't. I hope they go all the way with this.
I do too.
And I hope they let the original crew have full control, because if they do, it will be amazing. Even though Futurama did end very well. Did you ever see the last episode?
I didn't, but we talked about it. You said it loops. 11 seasons. By the way, well, season 11 is the new premiere.
Gotcha. So 10.
10, yeah.
I knew it was either 8 or 10. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But,
no, that's awesome.
No, they ended it very well, and I'm curious to see how they bring it back. Because what's funny is they fell into a wormhole the first time they got canceled.
Yeah.
And then it was Farnsworth, and they came back. We somehow escaped that wormhole.
Farnsworth is so fucking great.
I like Futurama, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too.
I never expected it to come back. Never.
I didn't either.
Never an inkling in my mind ever said, "Oh, Futurama's going to come back one day."
You know what's great? I didn't know this, but this is probably like a surprise. But guess who does the voice of Al Gore's head?
Oh no, I don't know.
I don't think you're gonna guess it.
I don't think is it very popular? Like, would I know the name?
It's yeah.
Are they typecasted? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'll just tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Al Gore.
No way.
According to IMDb, Al Gore does the voice of Al Gore's head. Yeah, I would have never guessed like him to actually. And the Robot Devil. You know who does the voice of the Robot Devil?
Oh, I can probably.
It's kind of surprising.
Give me a movie he's been in. I think I can get this.
I feel like if I tell you too much,
just give me a movie.
I can't.
Come on, it's better than give me the name.
The Simpsons movie.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's Dan Costello which is the guy who does the voice of Homer Simpson.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
No, it's not weird because Matt Groening is.
Yeah, it is.
Matt
but it's
Groening
kinda
drags
weird.
his team
Yeah.
around with what he does,
So
which is good.
I'm seeing a common theme here. I'm looking at the IMDb and like George Takei's head. George Takei does the voice of him. I think that's pretty fucking awesome that he's actually got like the people of.
I think they have an appreciation for Matt Groening.
Yeah.
Like the way he does things, you know.
Tom Kenny does a voice of some characters. The guys in
I knew
SpongeBob.
that. I didn't know that.
I don't know this person. Abner Dual D. Is that the? I think he's one of the. What's the name of the lady with the old lady with the robe with the big skirt? Mom. I think Abner's one of her.
Yeah, Abner's one of the kids.
Yeah. So Tom Kenny does the voice of one of the kids. That's cool. Yeah, SpongeBob's voice. In case
I think Tom Kenny is known for SpongeBob, but
but he's
the
done
guy
a
has
million
been
different
so
things.
inappropriate in like other movies and stuff.
Really? Yeah.
And the guy that does Patrick too, both of them.
Guess who does the voice of Hermes? Conrad.
Oh, I've heard this before, man, but I can't remember.
We're a little salty about this person.
Oh, Phil Lamar.
Yeah.
I knew it was Phil Lamar.
That
too.
fucking guy.
I think he's coming back.
Is he?
Yeah, the entire cast except John DiMaggio, and now John DiMaggio's back on. So yeah, everyone's coming back, man.
Okay, that's cool. Disenchantment. That's not bad. That isn't a bad show.
Have you seen Disenchantment?
I have. I've seen the
I'm
first
not caught
season,
up, but I've seen a lot of it.
I've seen the first season. It was okay.
I've seen halfway through the third season, and then I got
Billy
kinda
West is involved in that, which is Fry, voice of Fry. He's Sorcerio. I don't know who that is, but he's in 40 episodes, so he's pretty big.
I think he's the elf.
Sorcerio?
Is he an elf?
Isn't that Elfo? Isn't that the elf's name?
You're right.
He's probably like a villain or something. He might be the sorceress guy.
He might be the wizard guy who like works in the castle. Like
David Herman, like you said, I see a lot of the same people from Matt Groening's.
No, like he drags people around that work well with him, which is
John DiMaggio's
a really good. He's Zog.
Yep. And then Eric Andre, obviously. Abby Jacobson.
Eric Andre does the demon. Yeah,
he does. Yeah. Which Abby Jacobson in Futurama, she does. Let me see. I just saw her on here. I thought I did. I know she's somewhere involved in here, but I'm sorry. I'm seeing like a lot of the same people for sure, which is cool. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
Oh fuck
Hulu.
Yeah. Hulu.
It's, Hulu.
It's Hulu exclusive. Hulu is funding it. So
Very
next
cool.
topic is a very salty topic for myself.
Oh boy,
Pete motherfucking Davidson. Mike, why does this man always come up in the news lately?
I don't know. I still don't know much about the guy.
The guy, he's fucked Kim Kardashian. He's fucked Miley Cyrus.
Who's he with right now?
He's fucked Kim Kardashian. He's fucked Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
And then the guy, his eyes are buttholes.
He's got butthole eyes.
He has butthole eyes. He does.
Let me bring up a picture. I'm not gonna put it on share because I'm sure people listening know.
Oh, I'm
what
sure.
it's like, but
I don't think he's funny, especially on SNL. SNL's
so he's on SNL. That's his thing, right?
He's an SNL guy right now, yeah. But his stand up too, and everything he does, like I've listened. I've really given him a shot, and I just don't find him to be funny.
Okay, I can see the butthole eye because he's got the brown around his eye. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but he's going to space. He's getting a free ride to space.
Really?
Because a celebrity needs a free ride to space, right?
Yeah.
Right? Why not give it to
Can we just keep him up there though?
Like an average Joe? Like I don't even say it myself. Just like why not give it to an average Joe? You know, someone who
average Joe.
Seriously.
Oh, there's a picture of him and Machine Gun Kelly.
You don't like MGK?
I don't.
I don't like MGK either, but I like some of his music. Either way,
I don't like him.
Pete Davidson. Congratulations on getting to go to space for being a bad comedian.
But you think about it, it's kind of a guinea pig thing, right? So it's kind of a win.
No.
You don't think so?
Not at this point.
Really?
Dude, they sent fucking who's the guy
they sent monkeys to space.
Yeah, back in the 60s, man.
Yeah.
We have had one mishap. That's it.
Yeah.
For space travel, and that was the Challenger.
Where is he going to space? He's just going
up and coming down. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a destination.
No, they're not. They're not going to fucking Mars. I don't think they would. Pete Davidson would go to Mars.
What's the point?
You've been to fucking space.
Just to be in
Wouldn't it
space.
be cool to come down and tell people you've been to space?
I guess, but it's like, why not a destination? Why not go to the moon? Or like
That's
every
a lot
time
harder
someone
to do than just going to space and back.
yeah, but I'm not aware of people just like we'll just go to space. Like it's expensive to do, obviously.
Well, that's why they're doing these.
So what
these
are they
missions.
getting out of with like what are they getting out of it? He's just paying a lot of money to
Pete
do it.
Davidson?
Yeah.
I think he's getting it for free.
No, but I'm saying like whoever's sending him to space, like what's
Elon Musk?
Yeah, what's the catch?
He is
Getting
testing
publicity for it or
what SpaceX is Elon
Yeah.
Musk's company.
yes.
They want to commercialize space travel. Him and Jeff
SpaceX, yeah.
Bezos want to commercialize space travel. It's where, rich
Yeah.
people can pay to go to space for a bit. That's what they're doing.
Why would you want? I don't understand. I understand what you're saying, like the flex, be like I've been to space.
Trust me.
It's such a risk. I understand that we have
So
like,
on the same page with you.
I would
Trent.
not do that just to say I did it because it's such a risk. Like I would do it if they're
If
like
you had ridiculous, stupid money,
I
though,
would not. I wouldn't. I'm telling you right now. Like I don't have the desire to put myself in a dangerous situation just to be like, hey, I'm out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, you would.
I hope I get back.
I think you would.
I would. I promise you, I wouldn't.
You can promise me all you want.
I
but dude,
promise you I would
You
not.
fucking fly. You ride jet skis every day. You do acid 4 times a day.
I'm not.
You
A,
fuck fucking
not a-
supermodels.
listen, I'm not.
And then next thing you know,
adrenaline.
You're like, holy shit!
but
I've done everything I ever could
Listen,
fucking dream of. What can I do next?
I
Like,
am
Elon
not-
Musk and
I'm not
Jeff
that
Bezos
person,
pop
though.
up and say, hey, I have a rocket.
I'm not that.
It's going to
person.
space.
No.
Give me like a couple $1 million.
So
Bam,
you're
in space.
explaining like one of those people that are like adrenaline junkies.
I'm explaining
I'm
rich
not
people.
an adrenaline junkie.
I'm explaining rich people.
I wouldn't do that.
Anyone who is
I would
is
do
that
all the other
rich.
things you were talking about, jet skis and all that stuff. I'm not going to space. That's too dangerous, dude. It's not worth the
At
risk.
the moment.
Now, if they said, "Hey, we're gonna take you to Mars," and there's a fucking colony there, I might. That's worth.
Why
a risk.
is that different?
That's worth a risk because you're actually going somewhere, and you have maybe I can colonize Mars. Rather than, hey, we're gonna shoot you into space and you're gonna just go up there and float for a bit, then you're gonna come back down. Like, what's the fucking point? Be like, yeah, I was in space, but you're like, hey, did you walk on the moon? No. Did you were you in the space station? No, I just went up there for a minute and then I came back down. Like, what kind of flex is that? I don't think that's a great flex.
You
I
would-
mean,
if you have
obviously
the
on Tinder,
opportunity-
if you're on Tinder, you can put something like that. You might get some, but if you have that money, like you don't need to be on Tinder to flex with that. It's pointless to me.
okay.
To me, I think it's stupid.
So what if they have, like they get to a point where this is like super normal. They normalize it. We're talking 30, 40 years in the future now.
Yeah,
They normalize it.
to just fly up there and fly back.
No, say you go up there and it's like a hotel. You're like a hotel in space. You get like a 2-3 day stay. You just hang out and you're in space. And you have like
I
five
think
stars.
you're talking to the wrong person
I
because that's not interesting to
listen.
me.
I'm not trying to sell it to
And
you.
listen, this is a guy who on both sides of my family has worked for NASA, and I have family that works at SpaceX. I have family that works at Blue Origin, which is Jeff Bezos's, or no, not Jeff Bezos, but another entrepreneur's
talking
thing.
about. I forget his name.
I can't think of his name.
Richard Branson.
Branson, yeah. I have a lot of family who's worked for NASA and has been engineers and been very involved in space. And I think it's cool. I think it's a great idea. I think it's cool that, I have fucking tiles from the space shuttle and things like that. But if there's no point to it, like if I am not landing on another, like a destination, like there's not some sort of reason for it, I do not see the value. I think it's stupid. I think it's, if they're testing these shuttles to make sure that they're structurally sound and there's some sort of reason for it, I think that's cool. But if just for the, I don't know, like I can't think of the word right now, but
Just for the
thrill of it, or like what do you call that when somebody comes to another country to, like on a cruise, like cruises? I don't think are cool. Like I don't think being on a ship.
aliens.
Not Indians, but
Aliens.
Aliens. No.
Fucking with you.
I don't think cruise ships are cool. Like people take
I don't think cruise ships are
vacations.
cool either.
People take vacations and like, I'm gonna cruise to the Caribbean.
Well, here's my
and
thing
it's
on
like a
cruises,
hotel
man.
on the water.
But
I don't think that's cool. I think that's I
I'm
don't
with you,
want to
though.
be.
I agree with you on
stuck a
cruises, but
fucking
space is a
ship.
new frontier.
It is, but it isn't. Like you think about the water and you think space. Like you're not seeing anything but fucking rocks and like you know what I mean. Like to me, it's not different than the water. You're stuck on a capsule with a bunch of people, and you hope shit doesn't go wrong. You're not like stranded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't fascinate me. Like if I could go to a different planet, like if there was already Mars, like we talked about Total Recall. Like say there's already a fucking civilization on Mars and they've got cool shit there. And like, yeah, you can take this. You can take the travel to Mars,
man.
Well, we don't know this technology. We're talking about the future with technology, spaceships and stuff. I would do that. I'm not going to just fly into space and then come back down. Like, oh, look, that's what the Earth looks like. I can see that on my phone. That's cool. Hope the fucking meteor doesn't come through or like a little rock doesn't like depressurize this capsule and make our fucking faces get sucked out the side of it. You know, like, hope we make it back safe. Like that's not worth the risk. Like risk reward for me is not worth the risk reward. And I don't care if they did it for free. Like I wouldn't do it for free.
I think
I
your
would
risk
go to
reward
space.
is so weird here.
I don't think
You would like kill yourself to colonize Mars.
well, I wouldn't kill myself. I'm saying like I would go after it's already been like established. Like there's shit there.
Okay, so
like
let's
they have
say-
hotels, they have
Say
like
Mars
arcades
has
and shit
begun
there.
colonizing. We haven't perfected.
No, I'm not gonna be the guinea pig. If you're asking like for free, I can be a guinea pig to see if I'll survive. I'm not doing it, dude. I'm not just like, oh, there's an opportunity. I can do something that no one else has done. But really, I'm just like, you got to be the guinea pig. I'm not gonna fall for that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care what you say to me. I'm not. You're not tricking me to do it, Mr. Government. I'm just kidding.
Mr. Government.
I understand what you're saying. There are people out there that have that are adrenaline junkies that want to do new things. They want to be the first people to do things.
Let's say they continuously do these flights. They become established.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Okay.
Okay.
And
Even
you
if
go
it's
up into
100%
space
safe.
for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% safe. You still wouldn't do it?
I don't think I would. I don't
Even
think
if it
it'd
was
be cool.
free?
If it was free,
You'd be like, I'd have to have the day off.
I had the
Publix
week.
too,
Yeah, if I had the weekend off,
Oh my god.
I might would do it. But it's like, what? I don't know. It just doesn't seem that interesting to me.
Damn, I made this so convenient for you. What if they gave you like 5 guys on board or something?
Okay, if they gave me stuff, they gave me money, and it was 100% safe.
No, just 5 guys.
Okay. I mean, if we did our podcast up there,
oh hell yeah.
yeah, I would do that. If we did our podcast up there, I would do it. Yeah, for the podcast.
Let's do our podcast in space next
for
week.
the podcast, we'll do it.
We'll do
that.
green
Yeah,
screens.
yeah, yeah.
We'll do our podcast
We'll
in
do our
space.
podcast in space, and we'll teleport people into our studio.
Yes.
We'll
beam them up.
Beam them up. Yeah, I'd be about that. I think so. I just don't see the thrill of just breaking.
Yeah, listen, I do kind of understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, Pete fucking Davidson is going to get to go to space, and I'm pissed about it.
And I understand why you'd be frustrated. I don't know the guy. I know
I don't know if
he seems pretty. No, I mean, like I've not seen a single episode of him once. I haven't watched SNL in a long time, so I haven't seen him in movies. I haven't seen him on anything. You've talked about him a little bit, and I've seen like articles about him, but I know nothing about this guy. But I will agree from the pictures I just saw, he does have like butthole eyes. He's got like brown eyes. They're really obnoxious.
Yeah.
So I can see why you'd be frustrated because like it is a big thing. Most people would see that as a big thing. I see it as like unnecessary risk at this point just to go up into space. But I can see where someone like him would like, he's probably going to make a whole bit on his stand up after he comes back. Like, yeah, I was in space.
You're right.
I'm the only comedian that's been in space.
I didn't even think about that. Now I'm fucking pissed.
yeah. You're going to be hearing that shit. I mean, I'm not going to listen to his stand up because I know him, but that's what's going to
do
happen.
that shot now.
All right. You want to give me something out of the fridge?
Yeah,
I don't care. Whatever.
Let me get you cranking on a new topic.
There
here
might
real
be a
quick.
Yingling in there.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
So Netflix is going to be. I'm gonna let you take over there because you know where I'm going with it.
Yeah. So Netflix is cracking down on even more so on sharing passwords with people.
Potentially cracking down.
Potentially, which is crazy to me because they've already raised the price. I think twice this year. at least twice that I'm aware of because I am a Netflix subscriber.
Bro, throw that fucking milk out.
What?
You have a gallon of milk in the back of your fridge that expired on November 5th, 2021.
Listen, I don't. Okay.
Throw that shit out.
All right, I'll throw it out. Anyway, so Netflix is one of those things that I feel like a lot of people have and they don't really utilize that much. I'm one of those people. I've had it forever, and every time they have a price hike, they always put in the like when you sign in, it's like, just so you know, we're doing this, but they kind of keep it on the down low.
Yeah, they don't like publicize it.
No, they're not like, do you want to cancel your account? It's just like, just so you know, I'm charging you $5 more a month. And they've had some okay original series, but for the most part, most of my experience with Netflix is, which is most of everybody's, I feel like, you get on there, you spend most of your time looking for something to watch, and you can't find anything. And you finally settle with something you might have already watched before, and you're just like, well, I know this isn't going to suck, so this is familiar to me. Hopefully I can watch this while I go to sleep. And it's just disappointing. And Jack's pouring his...
Is that a deal?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a shot for sure. He's pouring a shot of 151
My punishment bullshit.
which is still better than the...
You're wrong.
Three Howls. It's not.
Listen, I don't like Three Howls. I'm kind of pissed I spent money on that, but
that is the worst.
It's better than fucking jet fuel.
I will promise you this. That's gonna stay there until every punishment until you finish it, or I have to do so many punishments that it gets finished. I will never drink that willingly. I don't care how much pain I'm in. I don't care if I have to go to the...
You won't even pour it on like an open wound?
No, I don't care if they tell me I have to go to space with Pete Davidson.
So, people, this is not water. Before. This is Diamond 151.
Yeah, that's not great, but it's better than Three Howls.
Jet fuel, I'll tell you that.
If I had to go either drink a bottle of that or go to space with Pete Davidson, not get paid, I would go to space with Pete Davidson.
Wow. Would you listen to a stand-up? While you're up there?
Yeah.
Because I'll fucking chug the bottle of Three
Yeah. I think I would. Surprisingly. I haven't listened to it before, but Three Howls is pretty bad.
I don't want to fucking... Okay, here we go.
No, I understand. Cheers.
Ooh, I should not have sniffed. The sniff was bad.
You could have took a shot at Three Howls if you wanted to.
No.
I'd rather you
drank the shot. You won. You beat me.
I thought I was being nice because I think Three Howls is worse.
I didn't think you were going to beat me, and you got me. Yeah. So 151 is my punishment.
Fair enough.
I think we got to get in touch with Cold Ones here soon.
Cold Ones, yeah, we should. Have you looked at some of their stuff?
I have.
Okay, I thought if you looked at some of their stuff, you would see that they're
more organized, but they're somewhat similar. I think they would try to.
I honestly don't know if I would say they're more organized, but they're more successful for sure. They have a bigger audience. Yeah. They're like chaotic as shit. I don't know if you've seen their show. Like they light shit on fire, and they obviously have like a producer that tries to keep them along the lines, but like the two hosts are like all over the place.
Yeah,
they're awesome. Yeah, they're fucking cool. Like I can't think of their names, but.
I don't know
they're Australians
either,
but yeah, they're funny as shit. They would be a good. I
would have to requust off for the next 3 days.
Yeah, we would have to get wasted. We have to
fly over there.
I would definitely do that too.
I would put in the money. I would fucking.
But even if we did like a Skype thing, we could get a bunch of alcohol. We could do a blackout episode with them. You know?
Oh god,
they do that shit all the time. There's an episode they did. I mean, pretty much any episode they do, but. They did like the most expensive liquor that they could get or whatever in Australia. And I don't know if you saw that, but they were taking shots.
No, I didn't.
I don't think it was the most expensive, but the most potent. And it was like they ended up getting like past 151, but every bottle they did probably like 10 or 12 bottles. And it was like really high. And they were doing shots of it. And you could tell as the show went on, they were getting like fucked up and they were like really bad by the end. Let me see if I can bring it up.
10 or 12 bottles.
Yes. I'm gonna bring
throughout the night,
throughout the whole episode.
10 or 12,
and they were, and they didn't drink the whole bottles, but they were taking shots of each one.
Okay.
But
So it was
No.
10 or 12 different bottles.
yes.
Oh,
Different
I thought you said they got 10 or 12 bottles like the same thing, and they went through them.
No. But I mean, they were taking shots of each one, and it's like, over 100 proof of each one. Here, I'm gonna bring it up. We're not gonna go through all of them, but just bring up screen share. But they're fun, dude. They're cool dudes. They've done some really funny stuff. I mean, if you guys haven't checked them out, check them out. Cold Ones. Yeah. I feel like we kind of got a similar dynamic too.
Yeah. Kind of tastes a little bit like
I can't hear them though. Can you hear them?
No.
Oh, I think I might have not checked the audio. Hang on.
Well, even if you checked the audio or didn't check the audio, you and I should still be able to hear it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's valid.
It's valid. It's very valid. Very valid. Why?
It's like they've snipped the top of the carrot.
Why
off,
is this? This is.
green bits in.
I've never seen
This is odd.
Probably be my new
Yeah.
favorite bottle of.
It doesn't matter. So we won't get copyrighted. But anyway,
This is-
It costs $400.
52. They
It's
went
limited
50%,
edition.
and then they go on, and there's ads.
Oh man, it's about to go.
I'll
off.
skip to the end though, so you can kind of see.
Barry. They're ending.
Pretty blasted.
It's just like back to
They
the
got
normal,
stronger and
super
stronger.
plain,
Stronger and
just looks
stronger,
like a
yeah.
bottle
It
of
started
water.
out
It's got a
lower.
very
Mine starts
basic
strong.
portion
This looks like
size on it
every-
that says "Do
yeah.
not drink."
I think
Wait,
they
what?
went
What?
every tier,
I'm
and then
making a
it's
Molotov.
lit
Oh, this is
on
so
fire.
fucking shit.
my
on
god.
the table.
What happens to
Yeah.
these? You ready?
Yeah. You know what? I know why.
Oh, it's just fuel. It's
I'm pretty
just
sure I
straight
know why.
fucking. Oh, that's not like.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. We're trying to play another
That's-
podcast on our podcast right now. Cut it out. We'll figure it out next week.
Let me unmute.
Listen, we made it to the end.
Anyway, yeah. So
We
they got
defeated the
really,
final boss
really
twice.
drunk
That's
by
fucked
the end
up
of
that
it,
you can
but
make
they're cool dudes.
brewing
Yeah.
in the back of his fucking ship.
Really cool dudes. We should try to reach out to them.
Ah!
They're
I remember
pretty cool
it
too. I
tastes
feel like
better
they
with
might
ice.
would
How'd
even.
that taste
They've
shitty
done
all of a
stuff where they've
sudden?
done streamers on like
Bruh,
Twitch
I'm
and like have
fucking wasted.
literally no
Wait, by
viewers,
the way,
and they would like donate like $5,000,
Holy
and
shit.
they made videos out of
Watch
it.
us
Like,
get a donation. Like
yeah, yeah,
that'd be funny as shit.
yeah. But they're
All
pretty cool dudes.
On that note, cold ones. This is for you, I guess.
Yeah, for cold ones.
Let's do it.
Cheers. Oof. It's not a cold one though. Yikes.
Oh shit.
It's a good one.
Well,
You have any more topics or?
that was about it for me.
That was about it. Okay.
Yeah, let me finish this beer. You got anything to talk about?
I've got a beer here too. We got our 1 year episode coming up soon. I'm gonna try to do something special for that. We're gonna
Next
try
week.
to
That'll probably
gather
be it.
the peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe try to get some pizza in here.
get some pizza. Yeah, some pizza, not Pete Davidson. Yeah.
No.
What we got? What day you think
If he offered to be a guest on the show, I'd accept him.
you'd accept him?
I would hear him out for sure. Like
Yeah.
I would actually want to share a conversation with him
Mhm.
and see if I felt like he was a decent person. But I don't
Yeah.
think he's funny.
You don't think he's funny?
I
Yeah.
don't think he's funny.
Yeah. I mean,
But I would like to. I would like to
respectable.
meet him and
Yeah.
be like, so what the fuck are you doing as a celebrity? Because you don't deserve it.
like, how did you get to this level? We're trying to achieve this,
Yeah,
and
like,
you
do
don't have any talent.
When you use the
so-
bathroom, do you wipe all 3 holes?
yeah, he's probably crying all the time. So I don't know,
But
yeah, that's interesting. So we're gonna probably we'll do a year episode
pull some people
next
in.
week. Try to pull some people in. I don't know what day we're gonna shoot for. Could we try to shoot
I
for?
don't even know what day I work next week. so-
All right, maybe we'll try to shoot for Wednesday, or if possible. I don't know. We'll work it out. But I know I think Tuesday, Wednesday is good for me. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll look at it after we turn this shit off. Don't make me look at it now.
No, we'll figure it out. But it'll be fun. It'll be good. And I was watching this video actually earlier today about stuff made here. I don't know if you watched their videos.
Stuff made here.
Yeah, it's the name of the channel. The guy's fucking genius. He's literally like rocket scientist.
Oh, you told me about this guy.
Yeah, he was the guy that made the golf club. I think
That was a shotgun or something like that.
A baseball bat that was like a
Baseball bat.
shotgun, and then he made a golf club that was like basically perfect shot every time. This is the last video. I didn't finish it, but have you ever played disc golf?
Yeah, a lot. Actually, I've played disc golf
Okay.
quite a bit.
Okay, so he made
More
this,
so than most people.
he made this
would
launcher that was throwing like the disc like perfectly.
like
It was
right
like
to the basket.
well, actually, it wasn't perfectly. It was more of like as far as you could more than you could humanly do.
Okay,
But it was cool. It was like this thing he put on his arm, and it was like almost like a warmer, like a little fucking thing. Then
so
just,
was he forward hand or was
so let me just bring this up real quick. We're not gonna have audio, obviously, but that's
he?
okay.
Whatever, that's fine.
I did
we
not.
are the audio.
I
Trenton.
didn't. Yes, we are. You're right. I did not finish it, but I will show you halfway through where I saw he's still doing the trial and error on it, and
that attaches to his arm.
You solve
Yeah.
one problem,
Yeah.
you create another.
he's trying to get
The discs are
the
jamming.
release mechanism to work correctly. But let's see it in action here.
Yeah, I'm curious.
This thing will
Yeah.
let you throw a frisbee
This guy is
faster than
so
a human,
fucking- I've
but
played
a
quite a bit
sacrifice
of disc
must
golf,
be
so I'm
made.
curious to see how
It'll
much
either
you
break
enjoy
your
disc
arm
golf.
or possibly
Initially,
kill you.
he had it.
Not exactly the
torque
most
was
useful
so bad
thing
to where it
ever,
would have
but
snapped
I think
his
it's good
arm
proof of
off.
concept. I learned a ton,
If he had
and I have a
used
lot
it,
of ideas
yeah,
on how I can
but
make it safe. Working
let's
out,
see here.
except for your brain. Brilliant is
Kinda
really
like interesting
3, 2,
dynamic. So
1.
near the end of the video usually shows like, see what it did to that fucking watermelon?
It's a cantaloupe.
We want some
Yeah.
cantaloupe?
It went
Fresh
right
cut.
through. That's like Captain America type shit.
Woo!
So the physics
That
he
seems like a
uses
good one.
to like build this thing, are they?
I know most
like,
people are stronger than a melon,
maximum
but
strength?
man, I
I
would
think
not
for
want to get
this
hit by this.
build,
That's all I've
yeah,
got until
Strong as he
V2,
could make
assuming
this,
I
like,
make
with
it.
Machinery even.
I hope you
I
enjoyed
think
this
for this
project
build,
and
he was
maybe
just
you learn
going for
something.
like
If you feel the urge to get out
strength.
there and make something,
But I
learn
have seen
something,
him make
I would
things
recommend
before
acting
that
on
are
it.
precision.
It's a source
like
of
the
great
golf
joy.
club was like basically. Oh yeah, the bow and arrow he made was like it basically. It was accurate. It wasn't just like strength. It was like it
should file a claim.
perfectly aimed to the
Is it?
target every single time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and he had a basketball hoop that did the same thing where you would shoot and the hoop would move and it would be like it would sink every time. You couldn't miss the shot.
no
Let me
looking
just
William
go to
Tell
the end of this
would be
real
a
quick
good
so
fit
you
for
can see,
this.
like
Get really far
him
away.
using it.
Like
He goes through
I'm probably gonna do
basically
that.
everything he
Get
had
ready,
to do
Legos.
to
Get ready,
program it
Legos.
to-
Watch out.
His goal was to shoot the
If
Lego
that or
head
any
off
other
of this,
crazy
like,
things I
basically the
build
center
sound
target.
cool, please consider subscribing.
And
It helps me
it
out,
basically
and you'll get
autocorrects
notified when I post new
for him.
videos.
He does
If
everything
you'd like to
for
support
him
these
with the
projects
arrow,
directly, check out my
and just
Patreon.
lands perfectly.
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
It really is. This guy is like. he's
Thanks
got
for
so many
watching.
different like CNC machines and like the
See on my
equipment that he
projects,
has is, like,
those are made on these machines.
just
They're 3D
next
printers.
level.
They're some of the best in the
but,
world.
So if
I've
he had
used one
CBD
on
gummies, it'd be
literally
like a
every
bow and
project
arrow.
that I've done. I actually
Yeah,
worked
but I
here
don't know
for
if it'd
8
be a bow
years
and arrow, it'd be like a
developing
brain.
these and other
Big
machines.
brain.
I'm up here right now for the
I
annual
think.
hackathon where employees build basically whatever they
But
want,
yeah, it
including
really
some
interesting
really
stuff.
cool
You-
things.
Stuff made
But this
here.
isn't
Check
about
out
the
his-
machine.
his
It's also some
channel,
pretty
like,
nice
he's got-
Repetitive with real
And
art.
the funny thing about him too
I
is
actually
like,
took this bow to a local range,
If
but
you were
that's
to
a
make
story
like a
for
bigger
another day.
technology, what do you think?
What you need to know
Oh,
is
he
that
would do
William
some
Tell Nano is
awesome
the key
shit.
to everything.
I don't even know. Like
When you push the target
his
really
brain
far
is, like,
away,
way better
small
than
errors
ours, so I don't
become
know.
big errors.
Like a
Don't hit
glass
bullseyes at
perfectly
60
made to
feet
chug
or
the beer.
150 feet. I need to be able to
Could be,
hit
or
this
faster.
apple every single
There's so
time.
many
at
things
this
you could do. You could do like
Plus, it's awesome.
the
think I
perfect
need to make a
machine to
version
pour
too.
beer that would
And
never
I
cause head.
kind of have
Like,
a
it would be
design
the
in my
perfect
head what it
degree
would
of
look like.
that.
I'm probably going to do that.
Yeah.
Get ready, Legos.
No, I
Get ready,
mean,
Legos.
he would do
Watch
something
out.
Cooler than that, obviously, but
If that or
I
any
feel
other
like that
crazy
disc
things I
right
build
there,
sound
I feel like
cool,
I could
please
almost
consider
keep
subscribing.
up with that.
It helps me out, and you'll get
I don't
notified
know.
when I post new
look
videos.
at this. He's just,
If you'd
it's
like to support
automatically
these projects
adjusting
directly,
for
check out
the
my
bullseye.
Patreon.
That okay? The arrow is
That's
fucking
pretty
cool.
cool.
No, listen,
Yeah.
I'm not dissing the arrow. The arrow,
Like, look at any
Thanks
of
for
his
watching.
stuff. Like, I'm not very good at like describing it because it's so cool because he makes the program for the machines. He machines the machines.
yes.
Like he does the whole thing. And it's just like, and he actually explains in the video,
From the
like
ground
not in a
up.
boring way, but he's like, yeah, so I had a lot of issues with this programming code and I missed this whatever.
I've
and
been
he
wanting to
explains
hit a
it.
ball
That
further
cost
than
me
the
10
baseball
hours.
distance record for
He
quite a
was-
while.
I've
In
done a
another
little
video,
bit
I
of
made this
programming.
explosive
like,
bat,
if you-
which had all the right
you
ingredients
misplace
to do
one
it.
piece of
It would
code,
just
it
constantly
can cost
break when I
you so
pushed it
much
to higher
time.
powers.
Like,
I was only able to reliably hit a ball about 350 feet.
but yeah,
Quad.
he-
I searched
he's a-
him.
The truth is, a lot of what I know how to do,
though.
most of it, I learned
So I used to
outside
go
of
out with my
school.
dad and his friends
And
a lot.
in fact,
and
it
my
started
dad
when I
has
was
his
about
friend Roy,
4 years
and
old or
he's kind
so.
of the punching
My dad is
bag.
awesome,
He
and
is.
he
No,
gave
he
me all
is the
kinds of
punching bag.
opportunities
Yeah.
to get my hands
And
dirty
on
and build
hole
things
13,
and
I
make
think it
things.
is.
For
Yeah.
example, when I
There's
was
a tree.
5, he gave me
And
this
we
kit,
call it the
with
Roy
just some
tree 'cause he
components
hits
and a
it
board and a
Every
soldering
time
iron.
my brother
and he
used
said,
to
"Go
do
to town and
that,
make
bro.
it."
He hit a
And he left me
slice
alone in
that
the
was
garage.
wicked.
I think
Play
he remembers
golf,
a bit
like
more
you were just-
supervision, but
Hit this
Bro,
slice
and
right to the
these
tree.
were
Love to play
incredibly
some golf
formative
here soon.
experiences
Yeah,
that
like
the
disc
bigs
golf
are
or
in,
like actual
well,
golf?
Actual golf.
Yeah, it's been a while
Awesome.
for me too.
Get them
I would
comfortable.
love
Get
to
50% off your first
as well.
crate, and don't.
But
Alrighty.
he actually, I'll stop talking about him. But he also
It was
made a
flying
machine that
over the
would,
trees.
make the perfect haircut, like a robotic machine that would like cut designs of your head and
a
stuff.
perfect haircut though? Like you
Like
could enter a
program
design
what you
and it
wanted
would.
it to do. Yeah.
Okay, that is pretty cool actually.
Yeah, but yeah, interesting stuff though. Check him out. Stuff made here. The guy's funny guy.
Ooh,
Funny and entertaining.
alrighty.
So we got a dad joke to end this one on, or what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not too confident in this one though.
No.
What's the best part about fucking 28-year-olds?
28-year-olds.
Yeah,
I don't know what is.
there's 20 of them.
Oh God, that's horrible.
I said I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
See you next week on Mind Hubs.